Hello worldo, this is Gemini Wolfstar Gaming. It's Anton, and welcome back to more AI the Somnium Files. Last time we went through the latest Somnium, only to find out that this Somnium does not belong to Boss, but to the one who resides in her head. Saito is in her head, his consciousness. And even though that it did take me a long time to get through his Somnium, I do have to admit that I enjoyed going through it, trying to figure out exactly what I needed to do to progress. Unlike Hitomi's Somnium, Saito's I actually really enjoyed. It's like, Hitomi's was just too frustrating for me. And then we got into talking to Saito about quite a bit of stuff, but we are not done. It's like, you seem to still have a little bit more to go here. So, Saito, let's see. I am very curious of this. Why did you take out your victim's eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you?
Yes.
That should explain it.
Okay, well, I guess that's succinct enough, I guess. I knew. The prototype sync machine differed from the one at ABIS in a few key ways. The machine at ABIS is more sophisticated. Right, yeah, it's like it's more sophisticated, whereas the prototype one is more, I guess, crude. Nanocables from the sync gear entered through the gap between the eyeball and the socket. They then travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. But the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Okay, that wasn't exactly clear. So I guess since you need to remove an eye in order to sync with someone with that machine, I take it then it doesn't really matter which eye you have to remove. It can either be the left or the right, right? I mean, you think it wouldn't matter, but we have a bunch of corpses with missing left eyes. And we've only had one person whose right eye has been taken out, and that was Monica, but she was dead at the time when her eye was taken out. Manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Oh, the subject and the syncer have to remove their eye. Okay, so that would pinpoint Date for being the Cyclops killer, wouldn't it? Because he's the only one who would be able to do that. Right? I mean, since he has really an artificial eye, and before he was given, Iba, he he didn't have an eye for a period of time, so was that the period of time when he was the Cyclops killer or something? That would make complete sense. Oh my god. It really is looking like it's going to go in that direction. He's the only one. He's the only one with no real eye in his left eye socket. Oh my god. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Like, how rare? If Date is the Cyclops killer, there's no effect on him, right? So, and he would be the sinker. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Oh, I can keep going with it.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
You don't? Then what do you care about?
I don't need them.
Then what do you do with them? I mean, every corpse that we've come across has had their left eye removed. What does Saito do with them after he disposes of the body? Does he just dispose of the eye as well? Just throws it away? Or does he keep it somewhere?
All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Just the left eye? Because I really do feel like you could get the same result with the right eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's my question.
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
I guess that's true. Where are the eyeballs that you removed?
Shoko's is in Renju.
What? Excuse me? Shoko's eye is in Renju?
Renju's is an iris.
What?
Iris's is in Dad.
Oh my god. This is really weird.
Dad's is in Boss.
When he says in, like, in what way does he mean that? It's like, because it's not in, like, the person's eye socket. It's like they would have basically heterochromia, you know, basically like Date, but they don't. So what? Have they ingested the eye?
Their stomachs, I mean.
There we go. They did ingest them.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them.
Well, not all of them, right? I mean, she just said that, you know, the whole sequence of events with each person's eye being in another person's body. So it's not all of them.
Immediately after exchanging personalities.
Right, but even though that he was in their head at the time, technically he's not the one who's eating the eyeballs. It's he was making his hosts eat the eyeballs. So it's not really Saito who ate them. I know I'm splitting hairs, but that's how I look at it.
How horrible.
That is horrible. Why did you display the bodies the way you did?
To harass you.
That's it? Just to harass Date?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Punish him. For what? Being the... I know I keep going on about this, but Saito wanted to punish Date for being the original Cyclops killer? Is that it? I don't know. Why didn't the sink victims resist after waking?
Ah, the prototype sink machine has a special feature.
What kind of special feature?
It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sink. That kept them docile.
And easy for them to, and easy for Saito to use them. What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby.
I guess for someone who is a serial killer, a homicide would be their hobby, I guess. I've never really looked at it that way, but there you go.
I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut.
Of course.
If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them.
Makes sense then, in that respect.
It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
So first Shoko, then Renju, I guess depending on which route anyway. Mizuki, Iris, So. Yeah. they're all close to him in some manner.
Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me.
Right.
But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
How's it embarrassing? Revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me, you know?
What kind of journey?
Traveling through bodies to finally reach the end.
It's like just body jumping. It just makes me think of a couple of different things, actually. One more so than all the others, which is a horror movie called Shocker. Directed by Wes Craven, stars Mitch Pileggi, and Mitch Pileggi's character kind of does the same thing, but through the means of electricity.
That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
When you return home, so when you return back to the Sejima mansion?
So I'll be needing it back. My body.
His body. Date's body?
What?
You stole my body.
It's like... I knew this was coming.
You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
And of course he does. Of course, Date doesn't remember because his memory doesn't go beyond 6 years ago. Oh my god! It's like, come on, Date, remember. It's like, didn't Pewter say something about that he can remember if he tries to will it? If he tries to will himself to remember?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head! I miss it. I miss my brain, Date! No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
And that's why he's just been jumping from body to body to try and feel happy. But it's not working. Hasn't been working.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
Yeah, I remember this conversation. It does also help that I decided to go through my own Let's Play and to get myself back up to speed of what has happened.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
So just dots. Just dots. This body is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
It's like, come on, Date. It's like, you're quick on the uptake, and so is Aiba. It's like, come on.
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Oh.
They must have increased your dosage too much.
Huh.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
It's not number 89. It's you, Date. Or should I say Saito? And it's number 89 who is actually Kaname Date. It's like he's synced with Saito 6 years ago to find out what was going on inside his head. And he stayed in too long. And they switched consciousnesses. I was throwing a wild theory out. But, my god. Turns out I was actually right about this? Holy crap.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned.
That's because we don't know. We haven't known, I should say, 89's true identity. It's like, for a while, I thought that maybe it was, that he was the original Cyclops killer, but no. It's Date. Number 89 is Date.
Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
Huh? Number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan. What?
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
Okay, this is completely new. What? How? We haven't gotten that inkling at all. I'm so confused.
Pewter must have known that.
No way.
Yeah, I was confused. It's same. Right now, I am not. It's like I am very confused. So, if Rohan is a parasite in 89's brain, who is 89 exactly then? Is he not actually Date, or is he someone else? Or is he just Rohan? This game can get easily confusing at times, and this takes the cake. Jeez. And I guess that would also explain why Rohan is supposed to be dead. If his body is dead, his consciousness lives on inside 89? I don't know. I am very confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point.
Okay.
Whose brain was he in before Boss?
Before Boss, that should have been... That should have been So, right?
So Sejima.
And before So?
Iris?
Iris.
Right, Iris.
And before that, Renju.
Yeah.
And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
That we don't really know. Whose body were you in before Shoko? Are we saying that it was in... No, wait. That can't be right, right? Rohan? Oh.
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
I am actually right. In Rohan. So, okay, so Saito was in Rohan's brain. And Rohan's has been in 89s this whole time?
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man.
Huh.
They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything.
Everything.
I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind.
Yeah, of course she did. That would be such a shock.
She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's how Rohan died. Because Shoko was in his head, making him do things that wasn't him. Confused, panicked, run up the staircase, and then right off the roof, right? Yeah. Thud. Splat. Jesus.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
Except it wasn't really suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan. Using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Who were you before Rohan?
In there. In that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
Date's personality was in Rohan?
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
That's... my real...
I am right? Oh no, wait. Oh, that's when he was wounded and he met Hitomi as a result. So no, I am right that the 89 is actually Date? Keep talking.
Sorry, but time's up.
No. I'm the cop here. I say when time is up.
I want my body back.
It's like, how does Date feel about all this?
It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date,
Hello?
look!
What?
This is streaming live!
Excuse me? This whole interrogation has been streaming live? Oh my god. No. No.
Damn you!
Hitomi is all tied up and has TNT strapped to her? Jesus.
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kabasaki district.
It isn't. Where then?
Iba, where's the source?
it is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do?
I don't know.
Will you agree to my request?
What if I say no? What? Obey Saito? Oh god, I actually have a choice here. What if I don't obey him? I really wonder. I feel like I should make a save spot. Oh, I have new case notes. Yeah, let me save real quick. I'll look at the case notes later. So, okay. I'll do it or I won't do it. I want to say I won't do it is the right route to go. I'm not entirely sure why though. I won't do
Date, I'm hurt.
it. Too bad, so sad. It's I don't want to do it.
Don't you care about what happens to her?
Yes I do. I guess I don't have a choice then. God dang it. I thought that this would kind of be like, you know, I'll do it will be like another little branch, and I won't do it would be like another little branch. But I guess not. I'll do it then.
Date!
What? It's like I have no other choice.
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
God damn it. Back in we go.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
Boss's house?
What?
Oh god! No!
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body.
Ugh.
It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
His eyes look so crazed. Ooh! Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Thank you, Aiba. Saito didn't know about
Date,
Aiba, did he?
Are you alright?
It's like Aiba short-circuited Date. Nice. Or Saito, I should say. It's like Date is now inside boss. Oh god. Seeing how pervy he could be? Oh god. Things can only go south here with him being in boss's body. Aiba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up, and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, Hitomi. Boss? The flesh remains, the mind is lost. That's very
I couldn't do
poetic.
anything.
Maybe in the other route then?
Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
So, okay, so we are going back to the other route then, aren't we? The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who or where or why, but I thought that if there really was such a world, then me in that world, I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. Well. Dark ending is dark. Jesus. Well, that was an interesting ending, to say the least. My god. I assume this is Saito's ending then. What a hell of an ending. Anything after here? Oh, Annihilation route. And Annihilation route? Okay. So, not Saito's route? Yes, I would like to save. Okay, and that gets unlocked. The route we were on before when we got locked out of it and got back onto the other route over here. You are here. Man, what an ending. Good lord. I really did think that there was going to be like an ever so slight branching off point with that choice that we had, but nope. Well, I guess, I mean, we still have some time, so hop right back into here then. So, yeah, reopen. Yeah, and we are in the abandoned factory here. Sosai! Why? Oh. It's like I'm kind of in a silly mood today. Even though I was very busy today, I'm kind of in a silly mood as well.
You're awake.
Damn it!
So he's strapped in and can't get out.
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
It's like, yeah, I could just come out of Date's eye socket and just free him.
What is it you expect me to do?
Are you not hearing me, Iva? Get out of Date's eye socket and unstrap him.
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
Thank you, Date. It's like, Date and I are on the same wavelength.
I cannot.
What do you mean you cannot?
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
Oh.
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Oh dear.
Gah!
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational.
I guess that's good then?
I attempted to reach HQ and ABIS personnel for support.
And?
No response.
Darn it.
They ignored you?
It's like, how could they ignore their own AI? How dare they?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups.
What kind of pressure?
Likely a result of Congressman Sejima's interference.
Of course.
He thinks I'm investigating Monica's case.
Well, he has been. Date has been, so man.
That is not the only reason.
Oh, it isn't?
So Sejima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Of course he does.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me.
I don't want Iba to be destroyed.
I would cease to exist.
I don't want that to happen. I think I've come to love Iba. Just as much as Iris, actually. Oh, hello.
You're Saito Sejima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground. Without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes.
Oh, it did?
But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
But how? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities? Because you remember everything from the other parallel world where this where this happened.
The current. Did it unlock your memories?
Current?
Then tell me, this body was originally...
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
Man, such a twist. And one I can't believe I actually managed to peg. I don't know why. Oh wait, I don't think I read that. Words came out easily. I don't know why. But in a moment of harsh realization, I knew. Number 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's. Oh man. And it feels so good to actually call such a huge twist like this.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
What if he doesn't? This is the only thing I can ask him. Where are Iris and Hitomi? Tell me!
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk.
An interesting quirk?
It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills.
Okay. That kind of quirk.
I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two.
No. You're not going to kill them.
In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes.
It's looking very euphoric here. Down, Saito.
I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind.
Oh?
I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
You know what else is making me think of this whole, switching of consciousness and basically switching of bodies? The movie Face Off. Those who are unfamiliar with that movie, stars Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, and the two of them basically swap faces. I mean, it's like while they switch faces, it's like their personalities stay intact. It's like their personalities are still their own, but they now look like the other. So this is kind of also making me think of that.
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
I certainly hope so. It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided to ask him what he did every day until now. Oh, this again? Going through each day? Yup. Okay, well, as before, we'll go in sequence here. Day 1. Saito explained what he did on Friday. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to hit this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. Because we've already gone through this with him in Boss's body. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain. How appropriate given the situation. Why was Shoko's rental phone in the horse?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one.
Oh, he gave her that phone.
I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away.
So he decided to hide it.
So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Day 2, Saturday.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. I even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her.
Right, yeah.
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning.
And that's good.
If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
Yeah.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Day 3, Sunday.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you. But when you tried to bring her here,
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
Day 4, Monday.
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call. From a Mr. Amanoma.
Pewter.
The man you call Pewter.
I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
And at that time, Renju wasn't Renju. He was Saito. Yeah. Huh. So Pewter came up with a plan to help number 89 escape. Rohan, as number 89, got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. If Rohan's consciousness is in number 89, can he even get back his consciousness from Date? Because Rohan's body is dead. It's gone, right? So isn't he just stuck then? It's like yeah, they would all have to be stuck. Rohan's in number 89, and since 89 is supposed to be Date, how can Saito get back his body? Yeah, it's like how can he get back his body from Date if Rohan is already in his body? Two consciousnesses can't reside in one person, right? So if he were to try and get his consciousness back, what would happen? Boy, I'm not entirely sure. It's like we haven't really delved into that. Why did you want number 89 to escape?
When I heard that number 89 was coming to ABIS HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi.
But still, what about Rohan being in his head?
In front of you, while you're in this body. A rather nice plan, if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with number 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago.
Was his partner? Okay, so if Date is Saito and making him the original Cyclops killer, and if Rohan was his partner, what exactly was his dealings with Rohan then? I do kind of wonder that, because consider the somnium we went through in that warehouse room. There were two figures. There was a purple figure and a pink figure. Was the pink figure supposed to be Rohan? His partner?
So naturally, we had a lot to talk about.
I imagine so.
But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point.
Well, that's just rude.
So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
About the shooting on Monday.
Just mercenaries I hired.
Okay, so those men were working under Saito. How did he manage to hire a bunch of mercenaries? Well, then again, the Sejima name, right?
After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
Oh. He didn't use his family's money. For Renju's bank account. Well, I guess that would keep him from being keep the Sejima name from being tainted, I guess. It's like instead of taking from his father, he took from Renju. Boy, he really did plan all this out, didn't he?
I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without consulting me.
Day 5, Tuesday.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see.
Long time no see, really? It's like just kind of like, hi, how's it going? I'm gonna kidnap you.
I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard.
Of course she did. It's like, Iris is too trusting.
I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
Yeah.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
Oh, and the note. I'm going with the person I trust most. She wasn't referring to Renju. She was referring to her quote-unquote uncle. Huh.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date.
What?
Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep.
Wait a minute. '89's current body was originally yours. Yeah, okay. For a second there, I was reading that wrong.
I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
About Monica's murder 18 years ago.
I was only 12. But I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
I really do wonder what they were talking about exactly. We never really got that information. And Monica did not deserve such a cruel death. Why did you kill Monica?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something.
God. Even when he was a child. That is messed up. That is really messed up. I mean, yes, children can be capable of a lot, even murder. Even in real life. It's like, for a child to do this, that makes them not only, like, grow faster than normal, it also twists their mind as a result. So, God, it's... Saito just grew up being just a messed up child and then being a messed up adult later in life.
Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything.
Cats and pigeons? That's just sad. It's like... It's like, what did the cats and pigeons ever do to you, Saito? That's just cruel.
But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it.
And so he moved on to killing people.
Next, I'll kill a human.
And so his first human was Monica?
That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me.
I wouldn't exactly say that. I mean, yes, Monica got pregnant by but that didn't exactly take So away from Saito. It's like that just... It doesn't... Well, then again, I guess from a child's perspective, that it would be different.
And she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland. And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean.
Right. Instead of a mother, he had he had So's mistress, Monica. And he resented that, didn't he?
My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated.
Saito has daddy issues. There always seems to be daddy issues in these kind of games. Jesus.
Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different?
If he didn't kill Monica, yes, things would very well be different.
Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me,
Yeah.
you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed.
And basically, this whole game never would have happened.
Isn't destiny a curious thing?
It's like, if this game never happened, this LP wouldn't exist. This Let's Play would not exist.
One mistake can change so many lives.
Listen to the rest of his story.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you.
I feel like there still could be a lot that you could say to me.
And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
Don't you mean you're tired of seeing my twisted, angry face? It's like, this is your own face, bud.
So, shall we get started? Give me my body back.
That looked like it hurt.
What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
It's... Yeah, he doesn't know about Aiba, does he? Oh, Jesus. Just takes out his own eye.
All right, it's ready.
It's like, wouldn't you, like... Not to bring, like, real-world logic into this, but wouldn't... We're going into a Somnium? Wouldn't you actually, like, die if you took out your own eye?
This is the sink room.
Huh. It's like
That was
you dancing. Got some moves there, Date.
Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, lock 1, 2, and it's all backwards. 3, 4, 5. Sinking in the chain. Search Kaname Date. Kaname. I almost said that as Kaname because it's, you know, the traditional Japanese order. ABIS special agent. Verify identity. Interesting.
What?
And this time he doesn't have Aiba, so he has to go through this all his own. This is gonna be interesting. Yo, what the? Oh, what the? Huh? Lock. Lock number 1 unlocked. Concealed. What the heck? Now what?
Am I being synced?
Oh. Saito is synced to Date. So he's not in control of himself. Saito is. This is really bizarre. It's like, are not gonna get any kind of control, are we? Oh, no, wait. I do. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, the time isn't going down. Okay, well, I almost feel like I should stop it here, but it's like, what if I go through this, get to the end of this, and the game ends? If I stop it here, next episode would be so short. But I don't know. I don't want to wind up with a super long episode. Actually, you know what? I think I will stop it here. Next episode may be kind of short because we may be finishing things off here. I mean, what more could there be? This should be the last bit of the game here, right? I mean, we have all other routes cleared except for the one we are on currently. So, I guess next time we will finish things off. And also next time I'll take a look at the case notes. So yeah, we'll stop it here for now. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.